Oh, Canada. We're so back. We're so back. People. We're so back. We're so back. We're so freaking back. Oomph. Oomph. We're so back. Oomph. Oomph. We're so back. We might be so back. We return to the United States of America. We return. Where's my start screen? There I am. There I am. I'm so back. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Nope. Dawn Trail. Because I don't know what else to play. Because I'm jet lagged. And I'm tired. And I miss Canada. I miss them. I miss them. I shouldn't have tariffed them, Chiblee. Chiblee, I shouldn't have tariffed them. I miss them. And now they're not fucking with me. Every ad in Canada says, ooh, they hate you. Ooh, they hate you. Every ad in Canada. Every person very nice, but every ad says, fuck you. Fuck you, America. Every ad. You know, it's not called a foot long there, Chiblee. It's called a 15.24 centimeters. They don't call it a foot long. They hate the imperial system, Chiblee. They hate it. That's true. Did you know that? I'd heard, but I saw it in real life. That shit's called a 15.24 centimeter long. They hate us up there. They hate us up there, man. They hate us up there, but they love us. They love our money. It's 40% more valuable, Chiblee. They love our money. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back from Canada. I was in Canada. I was in British Columbia for a week. I was in Vancouver. In the surrounding areas. It was very nice. It was one of the best trips of my life. It was awesome. I loved it. I had a great time. Shout out Northern Lion. You have a lovely city. It's very nice. I had a wonderful time. I think it's my favorite city I've ever been to. I was too young to appreciate New York. I went when I was like 10. I don't really remember any of the cities I went to in Mexico either. I was also like 12. Seattle was fun. I liked Seattle. Vancouver felt like bigger Seattle, which is weird because I looked it up and Seattle is bigger than Vancouver apparently. So I don't know what that's all about. But, sorry, I'm very tired. I went to bed at 4 a.m. the other night and woke up at like 4 p.m. So I woke up today at 11, which is a big improvement, but still. It's all fucked up. The time difference fucked up. And they're pushing the clocks back on Sunday. And it's Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! I have no Halloween plans. We're just playing Final Fantasy. Cause I like it. Look at me, I'm cute. I'm a little baby. Little baby. Anyway, Vancouver was cool. It's like the first big city I've been in a long time. I guess Seattle is big too, and I was there when I was like 19. But like, I don't know. It didn't feel as big as Vancouver. Vancouver felt very large. A lot of construction too. A lot of construction in Vancouver. Not that it was a big problem or anything. I didn't mind. There's a lot of construction in Florida. And plus, whatever they're building in Vancouver is definitely better than whatever they're building in Florida. But, it was cool. I went to, Stanley Park. The trees are so freaking big. The trees are so fucking huge. If you live on the West Coast and have never been to the East Coast, I don't know if you know this, but your trees are like 10 times the size of the trees here. Like, we got, in Florida at least, we got big oak trees, but they're like wide. Like, it'll be like a wide tree that goes up like 10 feet and then spreads out. So it'll be like a big canopy above you, but not like up there. The trees up there are like whoosh, you know, they're like tall, they shoot up into the sky. It's very cool. I liked it. We went to Stanley Park and walked around. It was very rainy, but like a drizzly light rain, which I really liked. It was sunny one day too, which was also nice. But I liked the drizzle. Drizzle is nice. I like cold and wet. We've talked about this before. Cold and wet are my preferred climate as a weird little slug thing. It's I liked it because it's hot and wet here, and I hate that. The wet I don't mind, but combined with hot is really bad. But cold and wet was great. I think I could really thrive as a little slug in British Columbia. It was nice. Walking along the motherfucking seawall, Peloton reference. I was insufferable to my father and my wife the whole time, because every time we drove by somewhere like, oh, Canby Street, oh, they're that way to Coquitlam, fucking, oh, it's Kitsilano. Every time I was like, Northern Lion reference, Northern Lion reference, wow. No, Northern Lion. Just fucking stupid. But how cool would it have been if we saw him out there? Would have been scary. I don't know. I've never seen a famous person in person. I've never been like, whoa, look, there's Tom Cruise at the grocery store. I think it would have been scary, but I definitely would have gone up and been like, hi, I really like your stuff a lot. You, like, inspired me to do that, too. And then he would have been like, wow, that's cool. And I would have been like, yeah. And then, like, ran away. It's scary. I hope one day I'm famous enough for, people to go up to me and be like, oh my god, you're that weird little freak who pees themselves on twitter.com. Oh, I love your stuff. And I could be like, yeah, yay. That'd be nice. Oh, I guess I'm a VTuber. I don't think, not really a bit of a disconnect there. No, I just look like this in real life, actually. I've decided. We went all over the place, though. I feel like, obviously, I didn't do everything there is to do, because it's a very big city, and we were there for 4 days. It was like 5 days total, but like half of 2 of those days was just airport stuff. Which, by the way, I've not flown a lot. When I was like 10, I flew to New York. When I was 19, I went to Seattle, and that's it. So flying with layovers on both ways to Vancouver and back was like double the amount of flying I've ever done in my whole life. And you know what? I think I'm getting pretty used to it. Like, it sucks sitting in place for like 5 hours for sure, but like, you know, download some shit on your phone, some music, some videos, and it's fine. You tank it. And I think even better, holy shit, what is this? I've never seen that mount. That's cool. Anyway, also, wow, that person is cool. Oh, they have the hairstyle I want. I'm pissed. I want that. I want it so bad. Please, God. Just let someone give me 20 billion gil. I'll get there. I'll rise and grind. Anyway. Freaking... I think I'm getting pretty used to airports. Like, not just the flying, which is easy. Again, you just tank it. I think I'm pretty used to navigating an airport now. Because we flew from the Tampa one, which is honestly, I used to be like, it's pretty big. It's pretty good airport. Nah, fucking Minneapolis airport was pretty cool. I was there very briefly. But Vancouver airport is fucking awesome, dude. Calgary airport was whatever. Sorry, Alberta. Sorry. Province doesn't have any rats. I'm too rat-pilled. I want to see rats. I did see rats in Vancouver, but they were the cleanest rats I've ever seen. We want this, right? Yes, we do. But, I don't know. I think I'm pretty used to navigating an airport now. I think I can figure it out. I think I could do it alone now. So it's pretty easy. It's not a big deal or nothing. You just, go through the terminal to your gate and then wait. You always get there early. I couldn't imagine pulling a Home Alone and not yelling and running to the gate. That would be fucked up. You gotta get there. We get there like 2 hours early, and that feels right. I do like this area a lot. I love Shadowbringers, man. I'm a big fan of the new Deep Dungeon because it's just, hey, do you remember Shadowbringers? Do you remember that one? And I do. And it makes me smile. I made the joke earlier. They really do hate us up there. I mean, obviously, they don't hate us, but they hate America. And that's based. Because, like, the subway ads are real. Every single business I saw was, like, proudly Canadian. Not made in the U.S. And again, like, you know, America does that shit all the time, but seeing the shoe on the other foot is funny. And good for them. God bless them for it. I hope Canada gets to be part of the Chinese century. Cuz they're doing pretty good over there. I really liked Vancouver. I was a big fan. Went to like a bar and the Toronto Blue Jays had just won. And people were going crazy. And I get it, man. I've always been in the camp that the Dodgers and the Yankees are spiritually evil and fascist. So, like, I'm rooting against them regardless. But if you're Canadian, rooting for the Blue Jays against the Dodgers has got to feel amazing. I mean, like, the game was over when we made it to the bar. Like, we had just landed and we walked in. The game was over, but they were just playing like a 10-minute loop of like the winning hits and just like the Dodgers, or not the Dodgers, the Blue Jays win, just like over and over on like a 5-minute loop. And that's fucking funny, dude. That's fucking funny. Again, good for them. God bless them. I hope they win the whole dang thing. I did watch it on the plane. On the plane back, I watched the Blue Jays Dodgers game, and it was the one the Dodgers got fucked up, man. It was so funny. We were sitting like 2 seats behind this grumpy old man. Like when we sat in the plane, he was there like, oh, my seat is a little fucked up. Oh, it's a little wet, and he like threw all the fucking like safety information shit on the ground, and the fucking flight attendant was like, you gotta pick that shit up, brother, can't be there. And he was like, oh boy, I don't want to bend down and get it. And he's like, well, fucking you put it there, idiot. And he's like, well, let me see your supervisor. And his supervisor comes over and he's like, did you throw this shit on the ground? And he's like, yeah, but it was a little wet. And he's like, okay, can you put it back in the thing? And the guy just sadly fucking put it back in and like harumphed, and he was like, alright, see you later. And then fucking 3 hours later on the flight, he puts on the baseball game and sees the Dodgers losing and is like, oh, come on. And fucking he turned it off when it was like 6-2, he turned it off. You love to see it. And then on the other chair, like directly in front of us, was 2 small children watching Bluey. which was very funny, of course, because we all know I got the Bluey beef. But it was even funnier because I shit you not, it was the fucking episode where they sell the fucking house and then he unsells it and it's like, bitch, there are closing costs! Like, it was literally that episode. And I was listening to I was listening to, like, Guar, fucking, you know, but I was peeking over the side of the seat and seeing the fucking stupid fucking dad lifting the fucking sale sign. Like, yay, yay! Oh, we get to pay closing fees! Yay! Oh, we financially damaged our family because we love our house! Ooh! Fucking stupid show. And you know what? I got more ammunition against Bluey now because in that same episode, they were in a wedding. And listen, they probably don't say it explicitly, but it was obviously a Christian wedding because it was, you know, it was a cartoon wedding. All cartoon weddings are based on Christian weddings unless explicitly otherwise. And fucking, it was a straight marriage at a Christian wedding. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was a show for trad cats. Oh, I didn't know you were an age regressor watching Bluey and a chud. Oh, okay. So yeah, basically I've become like 5% more insufferable, essentially. What else did I do on the show? Oh, I went to the freaking aquarium, oomph. It's in Stanley Park, which is really cool because we took an Uber. We took an Uber basically everywhere because, you know, in hindsight, should have taken the bus more. I did take the bus once and went, or not the bus, the train. I took the train once and was like, damn, this shit nice. Which I really should have done from the start. But, freaking... Anyway, we took an Uber to the fucking Stanley Park, or to the aquarium, which is in Stanley Park. So, like, we went through the whole aquarium. It was awesome. It's cool because it had, like, fish from the Pacific, obviously. Vancouver on the Pacific. And, it's fish we don't see as often. Because the aquariums here have Atlantic fish, usually. So it was like, whoa, cool. It had, like, kelp, and it has sea lions. I saw sea lions for the first time in my life, in person. They're fucking huge. Those things could kill you. For sure, for sure. But, they were chill. They were all, like, rescues as well. Like, they were being rehabilitated or whatever, which is good to know. Good to know. Always comforting. But, it was cool. I liked it. I liked the aquarium a lot. They had a big axolotl as well. Minecraft reference. And, then after that, we walked around Stanley Park from the aquarium, which is kind of sick. You can, like, walk outside and be like, oh, we're in a park now. That was cool. I did a lot of walking. For the Canadians in the audience, I walked 40 minutes uphill to a fucking Ricky's. Which is basically, for the Americans in the audience, which is, you know, probably 90% of the audience, is, it's basically like Denny's, but like a little nicer. So it's kind of funny to walk almost an hour uphill to get to one, but like didn't want to buy an Uber. And walking's good for you or whatever. But it was all right. I had eggs Benedict for the first time, which really cements the bit of it's really fucking funny how easy it was to be famous back in the day. Because you're telling me this motherfucker went into a hotel and was, like, hungover and was like, listen, bro, put some eggs on bread and cover it in salty sauce. And the guy behind the counter was like, you're a fucking legend. Your name will go down in history, friend. What's your name? Benedict? This dish will be named after you for the rest of time. Generations will know you as the Eggman. Sonic reference! But, it's funny. It's just funny. It was alright. It was okay. It was pretty tasty. I enjoyed it. It was a light breakfast comparatively to the other stuff on the menu. I enjoyed it. We were standing at the train station, like, behind the yellow line and all that. And, there was a sign that was like, don't Please don't kill yourself, oomph. It's no good. Call this number instead. And, like, you know, I thought it was a little funny. Soy was like, oh, it's a little sad. And I was like, yeah, but imagine if it was, like, Donald Trump. And then she laughed. She's like, that is funny. Standing at the edge of the train tracks with his, like, fuck-ass posture. Like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump in front of the train. I'm gonna kill myself, Ghibli. Then fucking looking up at the sign and going, no, I don't think I will, actually. I think I'll run for president again. No! Take down the sign! It was also funny because the sign right next to it was a beer ad, which you know some might say is actually a more effective advertisement for not killing yourself. Like the little sign that's like, please don't kill yourself, that's bad. That, you know, that's whatever. But the sign right next to it that's like, nothing beats the Canadian taste of emulsions. You know, that might get me to, I might give some pause. I might go, oh, well, I was gonna throw myself onto the fucking train tracks and be torn asunder by wheels uncountable at speeds unknowable. But, you know, I think instead I'll just head down to the fucking pub and get myself some poutine and emulsions. That sounds great. And you know what? I did have poutine for the first time in my life. Yeah, I love poutine. Poutine my dick in the fries. But it was really good. I mean, I don't know what I expected. It's exactly what it says on the tin. I got like a breakfast poutine as well. So it was like fries, gravy, cheese curds, and then like thick cut bacon and like some cheese on there too, like some cheddar cheese on there too, and some chives. It was really good. It was really good. It was not a light breakfast. It was like a brunch. But it was really good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, actually. I did have chicken and waffles while I was there too, which is a bit of an American classic, and you know, it was all right. It was all right. We do it better in the States, but y'all can play ball too. It was not bad. The poutine was really good though. The poutine kicked the shit out of it. The poutine was fucking awesome. I did have emulsions. I did have a Canadian beer. And you know, it's fucked up because I drank it and I was like, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I like it. It's not like outstanding or anything, but it was like, yeah, no, it's a drinkable beer. I liked it. But then I had the thought where I was like, this is fucked up actually, because like a week from now, I'm going to be in Florida. And I'm going to be sitting there and you go, you know what I could go for? I could go for a freaking Molson's. And then I'm going to think for a second and go, oh, because there's not any fucking Canadian beer here. I don't think so anyway. I'm not importing it. Guy who drinks Canadian beer, or no, fuck, damn it. Guy who drinks imported beer, but it's Canadian, is really funny. I don't know why. No offense. Again, I liked the beer, but like, guy who's like, I only drink imported beer, and then you look at what he's drinking, and it's a fucking like Canadian ale. It's like, all right, man. All right. I only drink imported. Fucking. It's a Molson's? That's fucking funny, dude. We were right next to a McDonald's, our hotel. And I did consider it. Because I was like, you know what? That's where all the Canadians go. Maybe I'll get a Canadian Big Mac. But I did not. I went to real restaurants. Actually, I went to like nice restaurants. Went to, shout out Northern Lion. Went to ask for Luigi because I remember him being like, oh, that's one of the best Italian places in Vancouver. Can confirm that place fucking rules. Very, very hard to get into, at least on the night I went, but really good. Really good place. Probably some of the best Italian food I've ever had, frankly. Very, very good. Highly recommend. I forget what I even got. We got 2 pasta dishes and a dessert. Because, what? Because I wasn't sure what to get. So I said, the waitress was like, oh, do you want to share a dish? And I was like, you know what? Yes. So we did that. And we got one other dish too. And I forget what they were. One was like a pesto kind of thing. And one was like more of a meat sauce thing. Both were good. Both were good though. And then we got the fucking almond crumble with the gelato scoop on top. That was really good. That was tasty, man. I had a great time. It was very good. I don't think where else I ate. We went to a little coffee shop for breakfast that was like, you know, just a little place. Probably like one cut above like Starbucks, but that's better because it's not a chain. It was good. I got like a... You know what I got? I got it twice. I got it at the airport and at this little coffee shop. I got like a... What is that called? What is the... Like a mozzarella tomato... What is it? A Capri sandwich. I had a Capri sandwich. So it was like mozzarella, tomato, some herbs, and spinach. That's like... That feels like what people were meant to eat. You know? Feels like the quintessential human diet. Tomato, spinach, herbs, and cheese. Feels like, on bread, feels like the quintessential, like, human food. It's good. It's like the opposite of fuel. It's like what God put us on this earth to eat. I could eat it every day. I mean, I ate it twice. I had it at the Starbucks in the airport and at this little coffee shop. It was much better at the little coffee shop, of course, obviously. But it was great both times. I fucking loved it. And it made me be like, fuck, I should buy some mozzarella and tomatoes and like spinach. I have spinach, I reckon. But it was good. It was good. I liked it. On like a croissant. It was good shit. I could easily eat that every day. It was awesome. This isn't really a Canada anecdote. I just saw it on the plane back. Just a commercial that was like, it was a Raising Cane's commercial, but it was like, every chicken tender you buy, it gives a small donation to veterans. And I just, that, you know, that's the moment I knew I was back in the States. I was like, yep, no, that sounds right. But also the concept of supporting people who go overseas to murder brown people by buying chicken tenders is really fucking funny. It's like, it's kind of like a mean thing a European would make up to make fun of the US. It's kind of like exactly like if you pissed off a, like, Dutch person by being like, wow, you all drive on the other side of the road? That's a little quirky. Haha. They would respond like, well, you buy chicken tenders to support the war criminals. It's like, well, you're right. That's real. Also, I had to fight going into the British accent because I said Dutch, because I was like, oh, we can't make fun of the British all the time. They're like a fifth world country. But, well, here we are. It's just funny. It's just funny to imagine the type of guy who sees the Raising Cane's ad that's like, well, support our troops with every purchase of chicken tenders, every purchase of age regressor, autistic comfort food for fucking babies who can't handle textures, supports our murderers and rapists. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know about the war crime chicken. This is why I'm a Jollibee's enjoyer, not a Raising Cane cell. Speaking of which, I went to Jollibee's for the first time in Vancouver, and it was really good. It was really good. I wouldn't know shit about this, but according to my father, who's double my age, it's like KFC before KFC turned bad. Which, I don't know, to me I just think it's really good. It's pretty tasty. I got one of those. I was a little fucked up because it was the same day we walked 40 minutes uphill to a fucking Ricky's. It was the same day as that. But, so we had just eaten a pretty big breakfast. And then came back to the hotel, like, 2 hours after that. We were eating Jollibee. So I was a little fucked up. I was a little not in a position to eat more food. But God bless it. God bless me, I did anyway. And it was good. I got the chicken sandwich. And one of those mango peach pies. And it was tasty. It was fucking yummy. I'm a Jollibee head for sure. Which is fucked up because there's no Jollibees here. Just not really around, unfortunately. Well, there's one like an hour away in a different city. But, truth be told, I can't be fucked. I guess if I'm in the neighborhood. But like, it's a little while away for fast food chicken. Which is good. It was really good. But I don't know, man. I think I'd rather just get Popeyes, which is also further away than I'd like. I don't live by a lot of fast food chicken, to be honest, which is a shame, because I'm a big fried chicken head. But I guess it's pretty bad for you. But like, whatever. I've been trying to eat, obviously I ate whatever on vacation because, you know, it's vacation. Fuck you. I'm eating what I want. But I have, besides that, been trying to eat, like, better. And it's been going okay. It's been going alright. Exercising or whatever. But, it does every time make me think of the... This is brain rot, by the way. This is not a relatable bit. This is uniquely my mental illness. Damn! We gotta sledgehammer this motherfucker's peanuts! Doctor, give me 40 cc's of sledgehammer on this motherfucker's peanuts. Ouch! Sorry, anyway. Anyway, this is not a relatable bit. This is uniquely my mental illness, I promise. Fucking every time I eat healthy, every time I'm like, ooh, I'll have some broccoli and rice and maybe a piece of chicken for dinner. Yeah, that's good. Not fried or nothing, you know. Pretty good dinner. Every time I'm like, this is good, but I feel like that hentai of the one where they feed him like only unseasoned chicken and rice and broccoli to keep his butthole clean so they can fuck him all the time. I feel like that every time. Every time I have like rice, chicken, and a vegetable, which is frequently because it's like an easy, pretty healthy dinner. I'm like, damn, they're really forcing me to eat this to keep my butthole clean so they can fuck me in the locker room. Again, I told you, not a relatable bit. I'm not appealing to anyone here. That's just what happens in my fucking brain every time. Oh, there's an anecdote. I was fucking tweaking, brother. But on the lead up to getting there, cause fucking, listen, I just had read the one headline once, where the guy got turned away at the border for having furry porn on his phone, and I was freaking out internally a little, cause I was like, Brother, I got weird porn on my phone. I got like shit posts on my phone that could be that could be a little off kilter. I've got pornography on my phone. I've got all sorts of weird shit on there. And like I was like, maybe I'll just delete all of it. And I was like, well, I don't want to delete all of it. I have like treasured memories in there too. I was like, well, maybe I'll put it all on my computer. And I went to put it all on my computer and it was like 40,000 images would take like fucking 2 days to do. And this was like 12 hours before I had to go. I was like, well, fucking, and I just kind of like, the rational part of my brain was like, brother, just don't do anything. Just fucking whatever. You're not gonna get turned away at the border for having like, is this cartoon pornography on your phone? Sorry, Canada's not fucking with that. Go away. But, so in the end, I deleted a bunch of pictures of just randomly trying to like reduce the load to transfer, but then I was like, I don't fucking care. I don't think, again, the rational part of my brain was like, I don't think it's gonna go down like that. So I didn't do shit. And then we got to the airport and I was like, when's customs? And they were like, oh, we're doing customs when you land in Calgary. And I was like, whoa, what if they turn me away in Calgary and then I'm trapped in the airport forever with nothing but the furry porn that they turned me away for? And then we landed in Calgary and it was like, it was like self-serve checkout, but for border. Like it was like, literally just like, what's your name? Why are you coming? Beep, boop, 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 touch screen. Fucking, any baggage to claim? And that was it. Went through. One guy was there and he's like, hey, why are you coming into Canada? And he's like, oh, we're just for a vacation, just a trip, visiting. And they're like, oh, cool. Why, how many days? Oh, like 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Oh, okay. Welcome aboard. Welcome in. And that was it. that was it. That was the entirety of customs. I was sitting there like, damn, that was easy as fuck. It was funny. I was unreasonably paranoid that they were gonna be like, let me check your phone real quick, and then open my photos and be like, is this an anthropomorphic dog sucking a dick? Yeah, you're fucking out, buddy. But no, it went exceedingly easy, actually. It was so funny. Oh my god, man. Give me some rocks. Give me some rocks! Thank you. Yeah, it was easy. It was customs, not hard. It was really funny, actually, the vibe shift between the Canadian border and the American border. Because the Canadian one was like, oh, welcome to Canada. What are you doing? Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds great. Have a great time. And then the fucking American lady was like sitting behind a computer, like looked dead in the eyes and was like, why are you here? We're coming home. Where do you live? Oh, we live here. Okay. Carry on. Like, the Canadian ones are like, oh, wow. Oh, you're from Florida? I've always wanted to go to Florida. That sounds so nice. Where did you go? Oh, we went to the seawall. And oh, yeah. Went to the Museum of Anthropology. Oh, I gotta go there. I didn't even know it was there. Like, it was so pleasant. And then the American ones were like, the fuck do you want? Why are you here? Oh, you're coming home? Get back in here, sheeple. Why did you leave? Like, it's crazy. Simultaneously, Canada hates us and loves us. It's like, you know, I get it. They hate the government or whatever, which is based. But when the people come, they're like, yes, welcome. Please. Please take reprieve from your shithole nation in our beautiful country. It was so funny when someone was like, oh, what's going on in your country is so fucked up. Is your family okay? And my ass had to sit there and be like, yeah, they're fine. They're just displeased, is what I said. And they laughed and they were like, oh, now you're talking like a Canadian. Which was funny. It was a good time, though. I loved Canada. Get it twisted? I think it's a beautiful country. I think BC is a wonderful province, and Vancouver is a fantastic city. Truly, had the time of my life. It was really good. It was the first trip in a long time. Obviously, this is mostly in part due to it being the first time I've ever seen my wife oomph in person. But it was the first trip in a long time of feeling real melancholy upon leaving. Like feeling really like, oh fuck, I'm sad to go home, you know? It's, I miss it. I miss it. It was a fun trip. I want to go back one day. It wasn't too hard to get up there. You know, fuck, we just barely missed the bonus. That's okay. It wasn't too hard to get up there. It was like a 5-6 hour flight. It's whatever. It's pretty doable overall.